Biggs is in chat.
There we go. Alright. So, right off the bat, people on my stream might notice that something is quite different.
What have you done?
I'm at 350 meter and at 31,000 points.
Okay.
Because I played Salmon Run with some other people late until last night.
That's why you were up at like fucking 10 a.m. my time.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
But you're also like not in the Goldie, okay. You're also not in the realm of what's the word? The realm of conceivable time points.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm not entirely sure when we should stop.
I mean, I can literally just go until whenever suits. It's only 11. It's like not like I have to get up for work or anything.
Maybe
I don't have any.
Maybe I could go for what?
I don't have any requirements.
42,000.
Sure, if you want. Like whatever suits you, because I don't give a shit. All I have to do is like play like another 30 rounds of Gwent, and then I can move on to the expansions of The Witcher.
It's high over there. Okay, that means it's on this side right here, right here.
How does he do it? So how long were you playing last night?
I have no idea. It's low over here, so it's probably the one close to low tide. Nope, it's probably this one over here then.
And I guess, are you busy today or what?
Not really. I've been in music extending hell. Last night was very demoralizing because
So I saw, because there was like a problem, wasn't there?
it took me like, normally I extend like, 6 or 7 songs in the span of like, maybe a few hours or something. But the Poltergeist song from Yokai Watch 3 took me fucking forever to try to figure out, and I don't even know if I got it right in the end, but I got something out. So I'm like, well, next is the Club Monge, which I wanna extend. So I mean, if that one's also gonna take me 6 hours, then
Yep.
I'd rather like at least have the time for it tonight instead of have pressure from streaming and streams. But I do want to do Odyssey later. Go down that checklist a bit.
Sure.
So luncheon's next. Oh, this sucks. I'm not looking forward to that one, but I'm looking forward to it more than Metro, so.
I feel like Metro would be the better one,
Nope.
honestly.
Nope.
What the fuck do I know?
You seen the route for that?
No.
It's insane.
Oh, I'm sniped to hell.
Why are you going around that direction where all the enemies are? Why would I take that direction to get to you with the nozzle nose? There are like 3 snipers on the other side.
Oh, I'm over here now, so let's fucking do this.
Oh, aggroed on me. No, not anymore. Good.
They're dead. A well-placed rapid blaster pro shot can like fucking take out the entire body
Oh,
of a
this sucks.
sniper.
1 alive.
It does indeed suck. These idiots keep fucking dancing around the other side of the egg bin. So I can't fucking reach them when they do that. Got it. Jesus.
So there's that. That's pretty much just been my life thus far. These streams, watching other people's streams, and He streams other people's streams and looping music.
And that's basically like my life recently has just been beating The Witcher so I can just get paid and shuffle on and get back to doing the things I want to do.
Like what?
Writing stuff, streaming games, playing games in the backlog. Yeah. Oh, fuck me now, I guess I'm starting. I took a minor break earlier today to play some Splatoon 2, just did some turf war, so I was like...
Terrible.
Alright, I'm gonna experiment, because I had in like a little... I don't know how to describe it, like something occurred to me when I was like trying to use the custom range blaster in practice, and I noticed that thing I noticed a few times when, you know, like streaming and play, like using blasters during Splatfest and shit, was that shots would, when I thought they were going to be like dead on, they would just fly over someone's shoulder. I'm kind of like, why is that?
Because you suck at aiming.
No. I would never touch the motion controls or anything like that. I just left everything as default. In the default state, it turns out that's actually a bit too twitchy for me, because just the way I'm sitting normally, like breathing or whatever, it'll just make the controller shift ever so slightly when trying to aim. I noticed I couldn't exactly hold even like a sniper shot, just holding a charge and trying to draw a shot. I couldn't hold it perfectly steady. Oh, fuck me, alright. I guess I'm alive. So I couldn't hold it perfectly steady when I was like just in the firing range and trying to hold it, so I was like, fuck it, let's go in and start digging with this. And I turned the sensitivity down, and like brought the brush, or brought like the carbon roller and shit into Turf War, and immediately did a lot better. Among other things, I was able to like accurately brain people with the carbon roller whenever they got very close. There was no like missing or just barely swinging past them. It was just like got too close, bang, dead. So yeah, feels good.
Come on, Gavin, don't you know you're handicapping yourself?
Also, the carbon roller with like full run speed up, fucking fast. Like I am the Speed Force. I just zip everywhere. It's great.
Too bad. Sucks.
You can immediately feel like the difference in movement. Just fucking fucking like regular like 7 to 9 kills of that thing a day, just fucking running around past people. Can't outrun snipers though. If they have like a big wide open stretch, I try to run like past them like horizontally, I still just get shot. It's not that fast. Faster than most though.
I forgot I had a new rollout that I devised last night.
What's that?
Just a different route. A routing change, you know. Faster, more efficient movement, saves frames.
Oh, there's a sneak.
It's always funny how like all the pros and FPSs and stuff always have their FPS, not FPS, but also their FPS, but sensitivity is super high, and I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't fucking do that. Like, I need like a steady shot. I guess if you're like at that level, you're probably using assault rifles and just spraying in a general area or some shit. I don't know.
Maybe I should do that.
Maybe.
Oh god, I was playing Mario Kart 8 yesterday.
Yeah.
Game Boo was, and Jesus Christ, like my arms were so tired they were like shaking after playing. Only a few races of that, because I use toe controls. If anyone doesn't know. And
the hardcore way to play.
It's yeah, apparently.
I joke, but
it's more fun, and it's actually gotten to the point where I can't actually like use the stick. Like I actively play like a 2-year-old if I use the stick. That's how I used to control them. But like I was going so hard, like focusing so hard that I like overexerted my arms or something. And it wasn't even that good because I was still rusty. But yeah, it's just like it felt weird going back to tilting like that.
That'll get you back into like Turf Wars. You were tilting all the time, then you'll get used to it again.
And this is still like the same. Should probably stop talking about that.
About what?
About tilting. Now I'm getting conscious about it, and then it's like, oh, my arm's like, oh, let's just be tired for a bit. No, no, no. Yeah, speaking of Turf War, Nintendo has sinned once again. This time to the highest degree. So they're doing a Splatfest. I think it's just America and Europe. We probably can't play together. That's
probably not.
It's probably split up. And it's like, you know, they have this cool idea, tournament style, where they do multiple Splatfests and then, like, you know, tally up the results and then move it on to the next bracket. Yeah, I mean, so their topic is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and like the Invincibles or whatever those robots were called.
Transform.
That's what they're called. Yeah, sure, whatever.
Like literally completely.
Yep, I was thinking of the Incredibles, I think, but then like my brain knew that it wasn't the Incredibles, so it like took a different turn. But yeah, just like those, I haven't watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at all, so they are all the same to me. I don't know if they're all the same other than like their weapon, but this Splatfest means absolutely nothing to me. And
I did like them in like the movies, like the not the first TV show, but like the later like early 2000s animated one.
I don't even know which ones are more popular, so I can just pick the team that's gonna win, because the least popular team always wins, as we all know.
Yeah.
So like, fuck this. It's like, you know, they need to do all 4 turtles, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, like, I like the idea. Like, I thought it was just like, you know, like Leonardo versus Donatello, or whoever the fuck it is, the yellow one. I forget who they picked for Pearl one.
I figured you would have had the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles knowledge.
I mean, like, I know them. I don't remember which one they picked for Pearls, because I think they're using the new hideous, awful designs. And I don't recognize any of them. Like, just by sight.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles haven't looked good for 30 years, I think. Ever. And then live action shit recently too, and then it's like...
No, they have, because they appeared in Injustice 2 as DLC recently, and they were fucking rad there. You know, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beat up Batman, it's fucking great. Just like that one comic book.
Like, who cares about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I say that we live in an alternate...
Untold millions?
Yeah. I say we live in an alternate reality where instead of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's the Battletoads that got popular.
I would be... Oh. Okay, that was very weird. Hello?
What? Nothing happened.
What happened?
You just kind of stopped talking. You just kind of cut yourself off for no reason.
No, I didn't cut off. Like, suddenly my TV turned off, and, like, suddenly, like, OBS lost signal, and the audio in my headphone just completely died.
Uh-oh.
Like, just... So that was,
Was that one dude superpower?
Might have been a power surge?
You, like, flew around on a trash can and had a trash can lid and had electricity powers?
I have no idea.
They should have that dude. I would vote for that dude.
I have no idea what you're referring to.
What was it? The Static Shock, I think? That was a good show. Yeah, I'm not very plussed about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles at all.
I would be more plussed if they weren't using the hideous new art style.
Yeah, every time someone reports on it, which is everyone, because it's a fucking Splatoon, and I follow a bunch of Nintendo news sites and video game news sites, they always use that art, because what else are you going to use? And I'm just like, stop, stop, I'm already dead. So yeah, there's that. Is there any new gear you've been seeing that you want?
No, I haven't actually. I don't think I've actually spotted anything new at all.
Let me tell you, there's some good gear. Like, you know, there's one gear that everyone loves, including me. It's like giant sunglasses, but then they rest on the top of the Squid Kid's head. I think they're called the Octo glasses. Those are so good.
I haven't seen them.
Like,
I have literally not seen anything new. It's just been all the like basic game shit. So like you could tell me all these new bits, and I wouldn't be able to fucking tell the difference.
When we're done, you gotta check out my Squid Kid. I found the comfiest sweater. The comfiest.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw you posted on Twitter.
It's so good, and it has whales, and I love whales. It's the best. I'm so happy. Now I just need a Ninja Squid version, which is not going to come for literally 3 months. So I'm stuck looking at that fucking app again. Curse you, Nintendo. Yeah, I'm excited to see. Oh yeah, and I need the pilot hat, the comfy headgear, wintry looking headgear. I don't know how to describe it, but definitely need that.
Of course, the moment I come to rest underneath the flying thing, a taxi just emerges in the ocean directly at me. Why wouldn't it? I'm so glad you decided right now just to dance directly in front of my shots.
Well, I was doing damage to it, so.
Yeah, but I wasn't winding up a shot. You could have taken care of the taxi.
Oh, okay. Isn't there other Splatoon news? What was it? Other than the Sanrio Japan only thing? Which is disappointing, because...
It's not surprising.
Why is it Japan only? Just got
Licensing rights.
God damn you.
Like, it's basically all licensing. Sanrio's like, I don't think even a Japanese company, I think they're a big Chinese one.
So... It's looking like it's gonna be cute shit, and then just, nope, you don't get it. Fuck you! Oh yeah, I forgot the news that actually relates to this mode that we play all the time. There's I think next Salmon run, there's gonna be the Grisco Slosher, which is a washing machine, so I don't know why they call it the Slosher, and and the Grisco Sniper Blast or whatever.
Ooh.
It's not Blaster, but.
Not Blaster. It sure had to be a sniper then.
What they call snipers in this fucking game?
Scope.
No.
Charger.
Charger. Bullshit.
Charger.
Bullshit. It's a sniper, Nintendo. Grow up. Yeah, so I don't know what those are gonna be. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be full charge and you just tap the button.
you just hold the button and it's just like just 1 second weep. It'll be like bamboozler speeds, but like with either range or some shit. Either range or power.
Get back here. So that should be exciting, assuming we get it next time, because it's almost definitely going to be random. Wow, that's one hell of a drop.
I want like the flying things to fuck off and leave me alone.
Yeah, there are quite a bit of them.
Yeah, so even with all the new gear, I've kind of like basically settled on my gears, like basically my go-to build now, because it just works so well.
You never know, they might have added like a piece of clothing that speaks to you.
I mean, maybe, but until they actually show me any of it, I like this is basically my final set.
They might have added actually good-looking power armor. Gear that speaks to you, but also isn't ugly.
I mean, none of it's ugly to begin with, so...
It's especially bad when you only wear one piece. That's like an all-or-nothing kind of gear. You can't just wear the boots. Stop wearing just the
I mean, you could wear, like, the boots and chest plate easily enough.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. Then you look like Captain Fuckhead.
Like a space marine.
Exactly. Warhammer 2000 Colonial Marines, or whatever that game's called.
Warhammer 40k.
Yep.
Space marine.
Yep, I got it.
I don't know where you got Colonial Marines from.
I don't know. Did we say that earlier?
No? Because there is a game called Colonial Marines, but it has absolutely nothing in any sense to do with
It's a
Warhammer.
marine, you fuck. Oh no! One alive all of a sudden. What's the game where your character breathes very loudly? I think it's like
You need to be
post-apocalypse.
like way more specific than
I mean,
that.
look, I'm sure if I say the game I'm talking about, then you'd be like, oh yeah, Chris was totally right. That game does.
I mean,
Oh, is
probably,
it
but by
what's
itself, that doesn't tell me shit.
Metro something?
Metro
Yeah,
2023.
that breathes really fucking loudly.
Well, it's meant to make it more tense.
Yep, it's meant to make it more annoying.
I don't know why this guy won't get me up. Alright, sick.
Oh, you know, it would be funny if you wore the
But
armor gear, but then you wore the bike helmet. It's my helmet. Oh yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know fucking anything. You know, you've always been the video game newsman and shit
Indeed.
who
Yes.
understands what any of this shit is and means
Yeah.
for companies and stuff. Meanwhile, I'm like, I just play the games. I can spin pound in Mario Odyssey. That's pretty cool, right? So I hear news about, oh god, okay, I wrote this too much, and then Notepad is a piece of shit program that just lets the text go off the screen.
Is it the side games news?
No, no, I've never even heard of that. Now, this is the Nintendo CEO, Kimishima, to step down in June. New chief, who wrote chief, is Shuntaro Furukawa. Who is this person, and what is...
Furukawa is a long-running Nintendo executive. He's been with the company since 1994, so he's like, he knows the ropes. He knows Nintendo's style. He knows what to do. He was basically there for the entirety of Iwata's reign and the tail end of Yamauchi's. So he knows Nintendo's style. He knows what's up.
Does he know
More
Nintendo's
importantly,
ways?
two important facts. One, he was directly involved with the formation of the Nintendo Switch marketing campaign and like adverts and style and all that.
Oh,
So like the clicking thing and all that, like generally you could say that's like partly his work. So he's a savvy cunt, that's much certain. The other important thing is that he is just 46 years old, which is exceedingly young as far as CEOs and presidents go of companies, especially Japanese ones.
I also heard
Iwata was also a very young president, which I guess was the logic.
Was he?
Iwata was very young. He was, yes. I mean, when he died, he was only like his mid-50s.
Okay, I don't think that's very
He
young.
had been on. I mean, he'd been on top of the company for like a decade, more than a decade at that point.
I hate this joke.
You know, like as far as like they go, like he was like in his 40s when he started, and that is very young as like presidents and CEOs, because it's usually like really old, like people who are just very experienced get put on top, and all the younger ones get put below. Especially in Japan, where seniority is a major thing in the workforce. So seeing Furukawa at like 46 being put in top, interesting, very interesting, and his role in the Switch marketing campaign and so on suggests a fairly savvy, like someone who's like on top of things and knows like what's the aesthetically pleasing and what's catchy. Like he basically a good choice all around, I'd say.
I also heard that he can speak fluent English.
He can, which almost certainly means he is going to be appearing in directs in future. Most likely his debut may be at E3, but he doesn't actually take the position up until after.
Please God, port more things over.
I have the thing.
Because you're English.
Yeah. So he knows he knows his stuff. He's got the experience. He's been with Nintendo long enough to know exactly what like the company and what the company looks for, what the ideals is. But he also clearly has his like a good finger on the pulse of how things work
Because he made
and
it
what
quick.
people like. I mean, it fucking works, doesn't it?
Who made the Wii ads?
I don't know exactly, but that would have been like Iwata's.
Oh, what the
so-
fuck? It's on the basket.
I know. I didn't even notice it appear.
Didn't you say you had it?
I did, but I was chasing things to try and get eggs. I didn't notice it approach.
You have the responsibility. paying attention, so I don't have to. Gavin remembers it, so I don't have to. That joke.
This is very dark in retrospect.
I was gonna say that joke won't age well, but we're already past that point.
It's gone. The joke is gone.
Aim for the top, middle.
I am.
Yeah, it's really good to like wait a bit also, so that all the eggs that drop when you aim at the top middle are near the basket. But at that point, you do kind of risk like it sticking around.
We're boned anyway.
It's a kind of take and give.
Wait, we're not boned. We're not boned. It's fine.
Oh yeah, I thought that one person just wasn't gonna do it. Who made the Wii U ads? I don't even know what the Wii U ads are.
I mean, again, it would have been the same marketing department that was there when Iwata was in charge. So whoever he put in charge of that shit would have been.
Come on, Gavin, you're supposed to be on top of this.
I mean, I don't have, like, microscopic insight to who does every single individual thing in Nintendo. I just know their positions. But yeah, like, as presidential choices go, good choice. Kimishima even, that was always just meant to be like an interim president as they decided on someone. So the fact that he's been there a bit longer than they originally thought he was going to be there, which implies that they were thinking extremely carefully about this. He's only meant to be there like a year, and he's actually been there for like over a year now. So like they took extra time to deliberate on this, which is interesting. Suggests that the position carries a lot of weight.
What, the president of Nintendo? Unlikely.
I mean, carries a lot more weight than the same position does in like basically almost every other game company. Iwata set a precedent of the president being very hands-on, like directing a lot of things, choosing a lot of things. Like he even did like fucking when developers submitted games to like the Wii, 3DS, DS, all that shit. That he would sometimes just take one up, play it himself, and send back like the report on the port or whatever the fuck. There was some indie developer, I think called Circle Entertainment or something, who did like a 3DS like, water-based puzzle game, and he actually played it and did the bug and like quality report for them. And he actually told them like the idea of like a feature they never considered of just turning the 3DS upside down entirely and accounting for that in the motion controls.
It's a fucking terrible idea.
I mean, for that game it worked.
Not for Pokemon. Why did they do that?
We're not talking about Pokemon.
Why did?
But we're not talking about Pokemon, so.
I think those are the only two instances where I've ever heard of that, though. So, which really just makes the Pokemon decision even worse when you think about it.
There's two other bits in Nintendo news. The first, I guess we'll say, is that Nintendo claimed they'll support the 3DS through 2019
oh yeah,
and
I should have
beyond.
written that down. People are gonna be angry about that one.
They are.
So angry. I just want the 3DS to die! Kill it! I mean, at this point, though, I kind of understand, because if they're making new games, then it's like, whatever. But, but that gives us so much more time for Yokai Watch Busters and Yokai Watch 3.
It does.
The pleasant little rainbow at the end. I thought they were just gonna take the 3DS and go, bang! And then, just because of that, Level 5 wouldn't be interested in porting Yokai Watch. But here we are.
I mean, like, my only issue with it is that Nintendo play, like, it's a very good thing to say, like, we're going to keep supporting this product, like, all through this time, so, you know, we'll still have worse to people it is, and, you know, it's, like, basically, like, free revenue at this point. Like, it's free money.
Free reals.
So, like, hang on. Change position because everyone's forcing down here and they're blocking the fucking pathway. And I have the Hydra, you fucking pieces of shit. Why would you block the thing? Of course there's a second one.
Stop moving and get far away so I can actually hit you, you idiot. Don't you know how this works?
Considering I had the Hydra, I feel like I lasted excessively long there.
I don't know where the fuck I'm coming from anymore.
Ah, they're coming from the other side now. We've got targets, so survival. Oh, fuck me, they changed on me. But yeah, like, my only issue with it...
I'm so...
Shoot down, shoot down, shoot down. But yeah, like, my only issue with it is that Nintendo's current 3DS support lineup, and I say current, but like the 3DS support for like the past basically 2 years has mostly just been like a whole lot of wasting. Like a whole lot of just fucking about. Like ever since like Triforce Heroes, for instance, which was just made wholesale out of like recycled assets from A Link Between Worlds. Like it's basically all just Link Between Worlds rearranged. With some recolored Link shoved in. Like all their stuff has been like extremely easy ports or like extremely easy games just remade out of like assets for another game they already made. Like it's all very cheap feeling, like also like very cheap and also very like it's like stuff like Chibi Robo, like that platformer, and fucking the Pikmin platformer. I don't even know if that ever came out.
Hey, Pikmin, it did.
Did? Okay. Well, stuff like that is very, you know, like it's just like here's like a unique IP with like a very specific type of play. Let's just turn it into like a basic template platformer. Like it's all very like very standard, very like weak template stuff, or very easy ports, or like very cheaply made games. They're basically just like recycled out of other games wholesale. And their lineup for like the rest of the year and beginning of next year is basically the same thing again. Like the like the Bowser's Inside Story remake is just mostly made out of the Superstar Saga remake, which was mostly made out of Dream Team Bros or whatever the 3DS one was.
Sorry, not that, but I mean, honestly, that I think that's fine because it's just like as far as remakes go, it's always good to have just another way to play a game. And if it's a lot of effort, then fine on them, you know.
And I would prefer remakes to have like a bit more effort put in, especially since like apparently the Superstar Saga remake was that like changed things for the worse.
Oh yeah, the music was terrible
in several ways. Not just the music, but like content was missing, stuff which they rearranged, some fights were just made shittier.
Gino. That's the only thing anyone ever fucking talked about. Fuck Gino! And fuck you!
I don't even know what you're referring to.
Gino, the dude from Mario.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what he was removed from. What do you want?
There was like, I don't even know if mentioning the kingdom is important, but there was a mini game where you balance like beans into two sides of the screen with a balance board in the middle, and Gino talked and gave you the instructions during that.
I mean, it's kind of like it's a good point, the hard one though, because it's kind of indicative of the approach they took. But if they got rid of him, it's because they didn't have an easy-made sprite and shit for him, or didn't want to bother negotiating with Square Enix for the character rights again.
I mean, honestly, I think that's fair. I think removing EGAD is a little bit of a different story, though.
Yeah, but that's like, again, that's kind of the point, is that because they just didn't already have sprites for them, they just lazily took them out and just replaced them. Because like, we just use something else, whatever the fuck, who cares? And it just kind of speaks to this thing where like, you know, the 3DS's first party library coming up is all just kind of lazily made shit.
I mean, they're still releasing stuff for the Switch, right? Oh no, this is bad.
Yeah, they are, and that's where the meat of all their stuff is, sure, but it's kind of the thing of like, if you aren't really going to put the work into the 3DS stuff, why was I?
Alright, I have a new spot to ink immediately, because that has killed me multiple times. Tiny little fucking ledge.
Yeah, like... Whatever, like the 3DS... They claim the support, which is nice in theory, but in practice it's kind of... eh.
I don't think it's really making anything worse, so...
It's not making anything worse, but feel like it's money and effort that we put somewhere else. If this is what you're going to put into it, the game might as well just do something else.
I don't know. I don't think Nintendo's really hurting for money, at least.
I mean, they're not, but it's, you know, it's an efficiency thing. It's like, what you're going to do is, like, these really, well, at least, like, really blah, like, releases to keep this thing stringing along. Like, you know, like, why bother? Like, why not just, like, put the same effort into making, like, little small games for the Switch, or, like, for fucking phones or something?
Because
Like,
all mobile
life in
games
it.
use gotchas.
This is a perfect moment to segue into the other bit of Nintendo.
Animal Crossing?
No.
Oh, they added a gotcha system in that game that didn't have one before.
Did
Yeah,
they?
the fortune cookies. So it's like,
Fucking tragic.
yeah, that's the mobile game curse. So honestly, better on them for making a Bowser's Inside Story remake and not that.
I mean, it's because if you look at the numbers of all Nintendo's like games so far,
I know
like,
people
Pokemon Go
spend
isn't
money.
technically
It's
theirs.
a trap. I know. I'm
People,
more
like-
aware than anyone.
Yeah, but it's like, you know, the game that's like that has the most money on Nintendo's mobile games is Fire Emblem Heroes.
It's a mistake.
Like, even fucking Mario can't top it. Like, it's the top of them for profits. But yeah, released like yesterday or like the day before. Cygames, developers of Grand Blue Fantasy, which is one of the major mobile games, as I'm sure you're painfully well aware.
Side games.
That's my bomb back out. They announced a new game called Dragalia Lost, which is an action RPG mobile game. It's just like a smartphone gacha game with like RPG elements, usual shit. The interesting part of it is that the game is actually being made in collaboration with Nintendo, who own the IP rights as far as I understand,
So what?
to this Dragalia Lost mobile game Cygames are making.
How do they own the rights to that?
Because Nintendo are helping make it, are funding it, and to help facilitate the development of it, they acquired 5% of Cygames stock.
That doesn't sound like a whole lot.
It's not a whole lot, but it's enough to show that there's some considerable investment going into this. So like, Nintendo basically hired them to help make them a gacha game, and they said something that like they want to make like a new shared gameplay experience or whatever the fuck, which implies it's probably gonna be like a console game tie-in or in the same IP or some shit like that. Like, no Nintendo, I could see that. You know, you use the mobile game to like build a big fan base, and then you make a console game and people buy Switches for it. Basically, is what I guess is the plan is. I mean, and hey, the plan works. Pokemon Go shows it works.
It's not. Not you, sorry.
What?
Well, we already know Nintendo's horny on main, so this isn't surprising to anyone.
No, not at all. But it'll be interesting to see what if there is an actual game behind the mobile game. Which I believe there must be, because like Nintendo have announced that, or Nintendo and Cygames have announced that this Dragalia Lost will be like released in the summer in both like North America and the entirety of Europe. Which is intriguing.
It's close. Fuck off.
So yeah, that's a thing that's coming out, and Nintendo are like beginning to branch into more general mobile game development on the side. Not with their own staff though, but by like hiring established developers to do it.
Lazy Nintendo.
Who knows, maybe they'll make like a Grand Blue Fire Emblem Heroes crossover at some point.
Yeah, then there's gonna probably be a collab event. In one of, or both of them, so.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Lynn and Robin, and that's about it. Those are the only Fire Emblem characters.
Let's be honest though, like it's gonna be like the Grand Blue artist who does such amazing work and must make the artwork in that series game is just fucking brilliant. Like it's so good. I would buy an art book of that game if I could find one that had the money. I don't even like play it. I try, but the iPad board is complete horseshit. So I don't play it. But I would still buy that art. Fuck me. So if we get like a unit that has like that guy's art in Fire Emblem Heroes, I am fucking happy.
Maybe you won't get it.
I mean, I had better luck than you. So.
Yeah, we aren't at the part of PPQ's life cycle where they make the event characters the same extreme rarity as the normal characters, thus completely nullifying the point of bringing people into the bringing people in with the event.
And I feel like Nintendo will be a bit smarter than that than Sega is.
You fool! You fool!
Sega are fools.
Eventually, oh good, the team is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm dead. Yeah, speaking of a company having enough money, Amazon is increasing Amazon Prime by $20.
And they can fuck
Up
off.
from $100? It's essentially the price of 2 full-price games.
Yeah, and they can fuck right off because
They
there's literally
really,
no value.
They don't need to. There is value to Amazon Prime, at least for me. Like,
not for the price it's at. Like, at the price it's at, there is no value.
like I'll pay for it. I don't like it, but I'll still do it because that's the society we live in. But
I will take the waiting time we're paying 80 quid for like day one deliveries when that 80 quid is me up inflated services that I don't use, don't want to use, and can't
well,
upload.
you don't use them, but I use them a lot. So
I
like,
don't give a shit about like Amazon TV or whatever the fuck.
oh, that's what
I
you
don't want
mean.
any of that shit. Yeah, I don't want any of that shit. I don't want to pay for it.
but what about a Twitch Prime subscription?
I mean, it didn't really seem to do much of shit all for me, so I'm not entirely sure what the point of it was.
Yeah, that's one point that I was kind of like, come on, about, because it's definitely gonna hurt Twitch streamers because they aren't gonna have as many Twitch Prime subscriptions.
I mean, you can just subscribe to Twitch directly for less, right?
Wait, what?
Like, does not have its own separate version. It's not like you just get that as a bonus if you do Amazon Prime, but there's like a separate Twitch one.
Twitch Turbo is stupid. Twitch Turbo is like, you're paying for nothing. You don't even get a subscription. It's like, there's no ads, and then like, I don't even know what other perks they give you, but they're so small and insignificant that it's like the most pointless thing ever. So Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime or whatever is just a straight upgrade from it.
Okay. Alright, well.
Twitch Turbo basically doesn't exist anymore.
Okay. Well, I mean, they probably should rectify that, but fuck do I know. I mean, can't you just, like, subscribe directly to people, though?
Yeah, of course. You don't need Twitch Prime to subscribe to people.
Yeah, I guess that's what I mean. Like, just, just subscribe to them directly.
Now, the idea is, like, you get Amazon Prime, so you get the perks of, like, delivery and stuff, and then you also get a free subscription, and Amazon pays the Twitch streamer, basically, that free subscription of yours, without you paying anything. So, kind of like free money from Amazon.
Except it's not really.
That's why I said kind of like, come on now. But, but like, if less people are going to be buying Twitch Prime, then Twitch streamers are going to be getting less free Twitch Prime money. Because, like, you know.
Oh no.
What do you mean, oh no? It's a living, you know?
Yeah, I know, but it's, you know, they still make plenty any which way.
Not all of
I
them.
mean, it's like, not all of them, but you know, like all the ones who are like at that size, who are like making this a career.
Just makes it tougher, you know?
Makes it tougher, I know, but I don't think it's gonna be like, it's going to like supremely negatively impact any given one.
I mean, it's not cataclysmic, but it's bad news, you know?
I mean, it's bad news from like on the Amazon front mainly. Like, I don't see it impacting Twitch streamers that much.
But it's gonna impact them, that's the point, but...
Yep, not that much. It'll be fine.
Please.
And L's not gonna be. L's not gonna be on this.
I know. I'm just saying it's a negative impact for Twitch streamers.
Yes, but I'm saying don't worry so
I'm
much.
not worrying about it. I'm just bringing the point up. And then we have this
I'm just
endless
adding on.
ping pong.
No, I'm just adding on to it. Like, yeah, but you know, don't panic that much. Like, I'm not trying to, like, I'm not trying to say that actually Chris is a cunt and completely wrong at all times here. I'm just saying, don't, like, just don't panic about it.
Speaking of panic.
Oh, they both just switched to me then. Fuck my entire life. Oh, there's a problem.
Why would you not heal the other person?
I somehow survived.
You revive someone, and then you're like, okay, now I'm gonna deal with these small fries. And then that person will revive the other person that's right next to them. And in the same situation they were just in, so they would have a bit more sympathy and want to revive them more. No. No. See, growers are easy. It's the
I don't know about easy.
rabid salmonid one that's bullshit. You definitely lose to that one the most.
Be honest, I think we just lose the high tide the most time, you know.
Well, this map definitely isn't helping.
No, this map I think has an easier time with it than, say, Lost Outpost. At least, I remember getting madder in my Lost Outpost.
Are you talking about the last Lost Outpost?
Just in general.
I'm fucking breaking my finger. Yeah, Amazon really doesn't need that money. Like, that's just like
No,
a
they really
shitty
don't.
move. Because it's like common knowledge now that Jeff Bezos is like the richest person in the entire world.
And doesn't pay his taxes.
Doesn't pay his taxes, of course, but that's every rich person, let's be honest.
That is, yes. And frankly, the fact that no government takes them to task for it is a fucking indictment on all governments. Then I wouldn't expect Tories to have a backbone. So.
Just like, let's make more money for the little, as like the much little effort as possible.
Yep.
Like they aren't even offering anything new with it. I don't think they're just jacking the price up.
No, like they've done it several times. They didn't add anything. They just jacked the price up and said, "Oh well." Like it used to be just like fucking 40 quid and that was fine, but now it's like 80 and it's like fuck off.
Oh, that's good. I'm hitting the top, aren't I? God damn it.
But yeah, like Nintendo branching into the gacha games. That's a thing. As in like outside of their own franchises.
Cheap way to make more money. I'm just saying, yeah, I think Yokai Watch 3 is coming. And by the time it comes, you'll know all the music front to back. Not all of it, but most of it front to back because of me. And all my effort, and then someone who's more popular is gonna do the same exact thing in a month, and they're gonna get 1 million views, and these weeks of effort are gonna go to waste.
I mean, is it really about the views though?
Well, you know, it'd be kind of nice to have my work be recognized if someone else is gonna do the same exact thing, you know? It's like they don't even have to do the same exact thing unless they make improvements, which is entirely plausible because I haven't played the game, so I don't know where anything fucking whoops. Everything is a guess, except for the battle themes.
I have one more bit of news that's not related to Nintendo.
Well, then I'm not interested.
So you know about the loot box shit controversy?
Yeah, Belgium banned it. Or something. Belgium? Is it Belgium?
Yeah, it's twofold. First, the Netherlands Gambling Commission was like decided to investigate 10 games currently on the market. They didn't say which 10, and in their findings, they still didn't name any of them. Overwatch definitely up there, and I'm gonna say like fucking Fortnite, like Star Wars and FIFA are probably easy guesses. But yeah, the Netherlands Gambling Commission found 4 out of the 10 games they analysed violated their gambling laws when it came to usage of loot boxes. They were deemed to be actually just straight up gambling, and the developers and publishers have like 8 weeks to fix it according to like the guidelines provided, or the games will be heavily fined and banned from sale in the Netherlands, which is a pretty big deal.
Is it?
Yeah.
I figured that those companies would just be like, well, it's just the Netherlands.
Yeah, but here's the thing, it's also hideously bad PR. Because if like one country bans this because it's promoting gambling to children, all the rest of them are gonna go, "Oh, hey, what's up here?" and start having a look. Case in point, Belgium. Belgium went even further and declared that of all the games they analysed, every single one of them was in fact gambling, and they straight up called it gambling. They didn't say like, "Oh, it's gambling-like" or like glorified gambling. No, they just straight up called it gambling, and they actually named names. They actually named names. Among the games they analysed were Overwatch, FIFA, Star Wars, and I forget the fourth one. But that was like several of them, and I think they have a whole list of other ones they looked at. But they said all of them are in violation in their current form. Counter-Strike Global Offensive, that was it. That was the other major offender.
Alright, the game does still exist, huh?
It still exists, and this is the second gambling controversy around that game. Had its own unique one in the form of skin trading. But yeah, so and Belgium went even further and said that if these these systems are not completely removed, the game isn't just banned from sale. You aren't just fined 800,000 euros per infraction. The people involved, I assume this probably means like the head of the company or just whoever the fuck they decide up top deserves it, will be arrested and put in, they're given a prison sentence of 5 years. And if they're found to have presented gambling to minors, that gets doubled to 10. So, in essence, it's all come tumbling down. This is the end, basically. Because in addition to this, when they started their investigation, the Belgian Gambling Commission also said they were going to present their findings to the European Union and just generally try and put this ban out across the entirety of Europe. And odds are they will, and they will succeed. So it's just, this is the end. It's just over for loot boxes at this point.
I want to count on it.
I would. I mean, they probably might still exist in America, land the shithole, but
yeah, that's the only place that matters for me.
I mean, yeah, but globally, developers, the EA's already basically implied that they're gonna keep doing microtransactions, but the loot box model is their loot box model is basically just out, from what they're saying, and their future games are just gonna take it out entirely and just rely on regular microtransactions. One head of the Hydra is cut off at least.
Okay, but we all know it's not actually gambling. You get something out of it.
You get something out of gambling too.
Not all the time.
I mean, you don't always get something out of these.
Yeah, you do. You get, in Overwatch, at least you get coins.
See, and it's also a very stupid argument. It's like saying, if a casino slot machine just dumped a bit of lint or a broken pencil at the machine every time you failed, they wouldn't be gambling anymore.
That's true. Because you get something.
Yeah, here's the thing though.
Don't you know?
That doesn't actually legally hold up anywhere. Anywhere. You don't need to get something out of it to have it classified as gambling.
I guess the difference there, though, is Overwatch does give you, in-game currency, whereas One, you can't really buy anything with that.
Yeah, but that is literally irrelevant. All there needs to be is a stake.
A penny.
And
now there we go.
If there's any sort of stake involved, it doesn't matter what the outcome is, whether you get nothing or something, it's still gambling.
Is it a wooden stake? Yeah, I got a wooden stake.
But that's literally the law, at least in the European Union, is if there's any kind of stake, that's it. It's just straight up gambling if there's any kind of stake involved. So, basically anyone who tries to say, "Oh, it's not gambling, oh, this is for the worst," they're fucking stupid. They're fucking stupid. And I've seen people crying about this one, this is actually bad. I've seen some people call it censorship, which made me fucking cackle.
Oh, it is.
It's not.
In a very broad definition.
In a completely incorrect definition. It's like saying making fucking kids a crime is censorship. No, it's not. You're making something illegal. You are defining a crime. That's not censorship.
First they make weed illegal, and then they make loot boxes illegal. What's next? Vaping?
I mean, probably, honestly. At least in public spaces, I hope. Fuck me. But yeah, like anyone who's crying about this is like either some sort of hideous corporate shill or an indie developer who's probably trying to hope to do the same thing. It's from what I've seen, anyway.
What if I'm so fucking rich that I don't know where to spend my money?
I mean, there's plenty of places you could put it other than this.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's good. That's an alright stopping point. Made it back above 400 at least. Oh, but we're 5 points away from 50,000. Oh, that puts us at
50,000 or 5,000?
Kevin.
What? That's a genuine question.
50,000. Are you 5 points away from 5,000?
No.
I don't think it's that bad, right?
I mean, I'm literally at like 1,200.
There we go. What's your meter at?
Which meter?
The points on, like I'm at 450. The one that resets every time.
I just got the 300.
We're getting there. Yeah, I probably would have like 500 from last night if someone wasn't not professional. I already checked this. What am I doing?
Right, where's your guy with these glasses?
Glasses?
I don't see them.
Oh, I don't have them
You said
on.
some of it.
But
Then why should I look at your thing?
because of the sweater. It's so comfy.
Oh.
Look at it.
I did.
Maximum comfort. So I pointed out the gun. They're like, yep, that's weird.
Okay, I found a new bit of gear at least. It is a hat and also sunglasses.
Are they the Octo glasses? The Octo shades?
No, they're called Zeko Cap. It's like a hat with like the like visor poked up and also a pair of sunglasses. I think these are some new ones, but like I genuinely couldn't tell you. They look like basically everything else.
Both of them are sub power up. The only reason to play Turf War is so that you run into other people who might have new gear that you can buy.
Oh yeah, there was something I noticed in like the patch, like the version 3.0 patch actually included this, and it is the best thing they included in the entire patch. Like if you have a disconnect on your side, your point meter for your gun, like the heat meter or whatever it is, doesn't go down when you lose.
Wow. How about that?
Which suited me so much, because 3 times in a row I had a disconnect on my side. And I have never been more mad. We won one, but I've never been more mad.
I'm sure you have, though.
I probably have, but...
You know, in a very literal sense.
Hang on, something occurred to me. The gun is still here in patch 3.0.
Oh my god, they added just like normal swim goggles, you know? They're just completely normal ones. Those ugly things.
Yeah.
When are they gonna make swimming goggles that actually look decent, but are still functional? Alright, against my better judgment, I'm gonna play Mario Odyssey. So yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't need to mute, right? I just stopped recording. It's like, this isn't the end of the stream.
You moving in the Odyssey now?
Yep. You can stay, but only if you sing Jump Up Superstar on loop for the whole hour.
That'll be my stream over.